Tahir Moore.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You're Scary.
Hey.
Today we have a very amazing, hilarious, and just fun-going guest today. She's back trying to, get the draws up off of Pat. Just living her best life. Her man, her boo. Everybody knows this is no secret. Ladies and gentlemen, Arkansas's own. I'm sorry, not say Arkansas. I meant to say Alabama's own.
Say Arkansas.
Alabama, I get the A's mixed up sometimes. Y'all put your hands together and welcome back to the show, Miss Ketra Long.
Hi guys.
What up with
Hi.
the X-Men hair?
Hi.
I like it.
I knew you would.
It's very, very rogue. Very I have a secret power-esque.
Well, it almost came out when you pulled it last night.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna say
Starting early.
it's the street.
Guys,
almost
you missed
pulled
a-
your hair off.
You almost pulled it out
You
last
missed a
night.
lot.
The
when we
storm,
were
the
going
storm
live
almost
again.
came right at me.
Hey, okay.
All right.
X-Men reference.
All right, I see what happened in there.
Tahir, don't you ever get that wrong either.
Okay, you're right. My bad.
Alabama.
Alabama. I was just in Alabama. I did Huntsville.
I know, I saw that.
was good.
How did you like it?
I love it.
Okay.
You like Alabama?
I do. I
never
will say
been.
this about Alabama. I don't know how to market there to Huntsville, but they come out. They always come out. They came out and surprised me number-wise. Like, just blew my
Nice.
mind. So shout out to Huntsville, Alabama. Yeah, man, I would definitely go back.
Ain't that a dude, and the club is nice. So
It
there
is.
So
It's a nice
there,
club.
So there you go.
What's
Yeah.
Alabama like known for? Like, what's y'all
well,
stuff?
where he went is NASA, the space
Mm-hmm.
Really?
the space center's down there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It like started there or
You
what?
know that, baby. When I took you home,
Oof.
but we did all that civil rights stuff in
You
Birmingham. so.
just be writing your own life. None of this shit happened, okay? You're schizophrenic. This is the end of Shutter Island. It's fake. Okay, I'm your nurse.
The end of Shutter Island?
I'm your nurse. I'm not your partner in a detective movie.
Are you gonna act like that in front of all these people?
Let's do this song.
Okay,
'cause
I
we-
pulled her hair off during sex last night. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Good God.
It's
Shit,
sad.
that's all I
If
want.
If that's how he reports on it, that must have been some whack sex.
I know, right? My bad.
I pulled her
didn't mean
hair
to say it like
out.
that.
No,
Fine. I love the
my
leg.
baby just shy.
Let me tell you something about Pat Cloud that I know. Hey, he don't know the definition of shy.
I'm not shy.
He also has never seen Golden Child. Just in case the people haven't seen
come on.
Squadcast
Let's not
today.
carry this over.
Pat has never seen Golden Child.
What is that?
Class.
There we go. Thank you.
She's from Alabama. They just got TV like 12 weeks ago. So of course she ain't seen
Well,
it.
you go right to hell. But what do you mean?
He ain't
You
never
go right
seen
to hell.
Golden Child, the movie with Eddie Murphy. Give me the knife.
No, and
Please.
That's the only quote I keep hearing from this movie.
I heard of it, but I ain't never seen it.
Oh, okay, well again, Alabama.
Ooh, I was about to say some blasphemous stuff.
Well, listen.
Man, oh
Uh-uh.
man, let me.
Text it to me before you say it.
Listen.
The braces are off.
You noticed.
The braces are off. You also got a.
Oh, my thank you, baby.
There you go.
Cause anybody else would let you be out here raw, but you, my man.
Raw.
All right.
The teeth look nice though. The teeth look nice.
Let's get this song going.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
I
we
can
talking
tell
song?
this is gonna be one of those episodes, and we're going to go a little longer because there's somebody coming in right after us.
Let's do
So
some
this is
Alabama stuff. What sound is Alabama known for? Hey, pay attention. You're missing all this slander.
That's not a good sound.
I don't wanna-
That's Sweet Home Alabama. I was finna get into it.
Get out of it.
Oh, I was just
Get
about
out
to
of
start.
it.
Y'all got other stuff, right? All right, forget it.
They got
How you do,
this-
No,
Rich-
no,
do
let's
Rich
do that
Boy.
one.
okay.
Do
Oh
Rich Boy.
wow, Rich Boy's the last rapper coming out. No.
Rich Boy and Dirty. Dirty's from there. This group called Dirty. They
Yeah.
was out in the early
Yeah.
No,
2000s.
Yeah.
somebody's killing it from Alabama right now.
Oh,
Girl.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Chica.
Chica.
Chica's from
Okay, I
Alabama.
She
did hear
from
of
the
her,
Gump?
but there's
Yeah.
No,
somebody
it's
else.
another girl. The girl who made
Not Flo Milli, right?
no. The girl who made that song. Fuck.
F&F, yeah.
Yeah.
Glorilla.
Yeah.
No, she's from Glorilla's from
From
Atlanta,
Memphis.
ain't
I
she?
think she's from Memphis.
So is it our homegirl? The other chick that just got signed by QE?
Hey,
I gotta-
hey,
Follow
hey,
the
stick
music.
to the script.
How do you not know? You from- all right.
Well, I can't keep up. Is that what we got?
What
I
up?
haven't seen this.
This is Girth Brooks on the beat.
Girth? You
And
do
this
have
is
girth.
Country Pat. I got my girl Ketra with me. I'm gonna call you Ketra because I got a deep accent. Ooh. You're not feeling it. Bob. Do some bobbing. Yeah. Hey. Sweet home in the net. I left my cookies on the web. Sweet home in the net.
Net.
Got these cookies on my head.
Hey.
I was surfing the internet with Ketra. We was in the bed. We was having sex. Eating stuff from Alabama. What y'all eat?
What my mama cooked?
Hey. I assume there's some gizzards and some
raccoon foot.
eating raccoon foot. Hey, tasty ass heels.
Ooh.
See me in Alabama,
Ooh.
running naked in the hills,
Ah.
eating pork chops, butt ass naked.
Sex noise.
And sex toys.
Keep
I'm gonna
going,
pass
go,
it to Ketra.
What?
Ketra.
Well,
We pulled up in a Lexus. She saw me with a Lexus.
Oh, no, you didn't.
That was just a homegirl.
Oh, you better get it right.
I'm trying to pass it off though.
Okay, pass
I'm
it
trying to
off.
pass it
Okay.
like the Mississippi
well, pass
River.
It off on the beat, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna pass it off on the beat. Yeah. Mosquitoes eating my feet. There's so many mosquitoes out here in the street. Take it.
Thank you. I'm gonna sex it up a little bit, go a little something like this.
Hey.
I'm here with my love.
Okay.
You haven't sent from above,
All right.
kinda like the sky.
Okay.
I see the twinkle in your eye.
Talk to them.
Flip, drip, drip. Look to hear on the beat. And when we made sex, no
Tears
disrespect.
turn.
No disrespect to my ex. Why you put that?
Ketra, what the fuck you talking about? All you do is run your mouth. Now rap, Reggie. Come on, get the microphone.
Oh,
and
I gotta
Reggie. No, you lost your. You had your chance. You got on this microphone and it did a dance. Wasted our time waiting on you. Wash machine chewed up the t-shirt true. I can't think. Hot as fuck. I should have worn some pink. Keisha don't stink. Smell nice. Alabama night. She living Alabama's life. She'll make an Alabama wife.
Hey.
Cooking eggs in the kitchen. And did I mention?
Dirty dishes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
enough. Yeah. All right, she got one in.
Dirty dishes. Good job, Connie.
See how I came through? See how I came through with the blicky? Brick.
That's more than
Your
enough.
rap sounded like bad poetry.
Sex noise. At one point, that's all she
Sex
said.
noise.
As an ad lib, she said sex noise.
Yes, that was where I was supporting my man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
I'm gonna stick beside him.
Hey, we had sex in that verse. Here you go.
Beside him.
Me and Ketra did a show.
Who the fuck?
Ketra.
Wait,
It's
everybody.
Ketra.
It's Ketra. I'm sorry. I
Everybody.
said
It's
Ketra
Ketra.
because he kept saying Ketra.
Ketra.
It's Ketra.
Yeah, like you
Ketra
know,
Long.
Ketra.
Ketra Long.
Deep accent. Ketra.
This was the funniest thing. Me and Ketra did a show together. And
Oh no, you know you're not. You
Please do her like
okay,
that.
do me like that.
y'all heard how high she got? So she was talking about something on what was it? Media outlet. And they didn't know it. They hadn't seen the post. And Keisha got mad at her. And the more mad she got, the more octave her voice got. She was like, oh, y'all ain't seen that post? It sounded like a mosquito just buzzing.
On media outlet?
What is it?
No, I was talking
Media
about,
takeout or one of those?
It was
yeah,
like-
I was talking about what's the guy who got stabbed to death by his girlfriend, his white girlfriend. Toby
He was a media star
No.
too, I think.
No,
They
no.
both were. Oh, she was.
No,
and-
she was.
I don't know
Okay.
what you're talking
She
about.
was. The white girl that was like
It was wild. It was wild though.
Yeah, and I was talking Ubamseli. Yeah.
But they don't know who you wasted all that time. They still ain't gonna know who you talking
Yes,
about.
I hate watching people remember or trying to figure out a name that doesn't matter in the story.
I knew they weren't gonna know.
Not. I'm just saying.
Because
In
he
general,
wasn't the famous person. The chick
it's
was.
the worst
chick
thing. Like,
was.
It was a white
my
chick,
neighbor's name
white,
when I was
white,
6?
No,
social
but
media.
Move
what,
on.
No, but what made it relevant was it was because she was white and she stabbed him to death. And they said that if he was white, she would have went to jail, but she didn't go to jail.
Damn.
That's what made
What
it.
happened?
They just got into it, and she stabbed him to death. And
Supposedly they had.
and
they
then she
always
was
had
chilling
like
at the bar.
They always had like a very like toxic relationship and shit like that.
Combative relationship.
Still, why didn't she go to jail?
But I don't know. Hopefully she in jail now because she definitely killed him. She definitely.
We're
killed
like
him.
No,
we're
she's
like
not
2
in-
laws
she's not
away
in
from
jail.
it being free range to kill black people.
Yeah, it was crazy as fuck, boy.
God damn.
Anyway,
like, Jesus.
Keisha had went up right after this other dude went up. This other dude bombed like a motherfucker. He bombed.
Before you or after you?
Before her.
Before me.
Okay.
And when Keisha was about to go up, me and her standing in the corner because I don't like making eye contact with people that bomb. I don't want
You
no
think
eye
it's
contact.
contagious?
Yeah,
Hilarious.
that bomb be on them. And so I told Keisha, I said, hey, all you got to do
It's not
is
that.
not that. That's all you got to do. You
That's
ain't
it.
got to go up there and win. Just don't
A couple chuckles.
do that. Tip your hat and get the fuck off stage. What did Keisha go up there and do? Keisha went up there and
Bomb.
yelled at those people for not knowing what she was talking about. And she snapped on them. She said, I don't give a fuck. I'm making money. And
You
then
bombed?
She crashed
Yeah,
and burned
kinda
right
bombed.
next to him. So I had to go
Yeah.
up right after both of these motherfuckers.
God
And
damn.
if you thought I wasn't going to talk about it, you got another motherfucker.
Oh, you have to.
I went in that bitch and I was like, nigga, this was a live episode of Law and Order. So everybody has to stay because we just had 2 homicides.
I wasn't. Here's the thing.
Boom, boom.
I wasn't necessarily upset. Like I'm comfortable, and I haven't bombed in a while, so I feel
It
like
felt good?
no, it
No,
never,
it never feels good.
No,
Ah.
it never feels good to bomb. But the thing is, when you are confident and you know you funny, it's like, oh, it's a reality.
happens.
You're like, oh, this is a reality check. I wasn't on the same page with the audience tonight, and I
That's
was,
a great way of looking at it.
I was okay with that
Yeah.
because I talked about what I wanted to talk about, so
Yeah.
it teaches you like
How to
th-
roll
that-
with the punches and keep sharp.
Yeah, or like
It's
hey,
so funny.
hey,
It's
ain't
like listening to
ain't
somebody, like,
nobody
explain
on
why
your
they lost the
thought
fight.
process right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Ain't nobody on your thought process.
You ever talk to somebody who got beat up and they like talk about why they got beat up?
I ran into his fist, right?
Bro, it's whatever. It was slippery out there. That nigga caught me. I had a stomach ache.
This nigga trying to fight. It was cold outside. I ain't know it was gonna be that cold. These niggas taking their shirts off. I'm like, all right, hold on. Let me take my shirt off.
You won that fight that time. You was fighting over me when that boy tried to.
Oh, I mean, first of all, we definitely ain't having sex now. You bombed? Ew. I heard it was contagious.
If you about to glizzy
Yeah.
today, if you about to glizzy today, just say that.
Yeah.
Just say that.
Tell me more about how she crashed and burned on
Just
stage
'cause-
publicly.
Just because I told you that I like it when you talk to me dirty, don't mean you can do
That
this.
wasn't dirty.
That was disgusting.
That was mean.
That was
mean.
filthy. That was filthy.
That was just mean.
Oh my god.
And that was filthy. I won't even tell nobody that you that
Here we
your
go.
pre-com is to come.
All right. Well,
All right.
let's get into this show. What the hell does that
I don't know what that
mean?
was.
let's get into our
Two
first
bus
story.
chuck. No.
2 bus chuck? I mean, that's still 2 nuts off.
You ain't gonna make this up and make me trash. That's too, you're going too far. You're going too far. All right. Since you're the guest, I'm gonna give you 3 ridiculous stories, and you get to choose what we talk about first.
Okay.
Okay. A. Monkeypox. B. Naps. Deadly naps.
Oh shit.
3. Animal get back.
Oh, let's talk about these deadly naps, cause I be taking a couple.
You take naps.
Cool.
I take a couple a day. I
This
need
is
my
the
naps.
story for you. All
I need
right.
my naps.
Tahir is a nap guy. He even had the naps merch.
All day.
Didn't really translate to some gang members in Los Angeles.
They did not appreciate
Somebody should have told you.
Somebody should have warned
Somebody
me.
should
That
have
needs to be
told
a
you.
handbook of what stuff we can and cannot say.
Hey.
And say merch for. Them niggas is all in my inbox.
Hey man, it's confusing out here,
It
but you
was,
gotta respect it.
It's a different time.
What?
These niggas were not happy with my merch at all. You got to take that off your website.
Somebody
homie.
should have told you though. Somebody should have told you.
And it's crazy because it's not all those that. It's not all that gang as a whole. It's one
Very
specific,
specific. Yeah. No, I've been man.
subculture of that game, and they like, nah. I was like,
Hats are a huge thing
It's a
out
luxury.
here. Like I haven't bought a hat associated with a sports team since I was in middle school. I literally had to switch to hockey hats.
only thing
I
you
was
can
playing. I
wear.
was watching hockey hats in
LA is the only neutral hat that you can wear in LA. Everything else,
Nah, it depends on. I mean, don't wear that royal blue one.
depending on where typically the royal blue is cool unless you go into a specific.
Oh yeah, that's
Area.
why. Yeah, that's how.
But
it
the
is
royal
with
blue
everything.
one is okay. The black LAS hat is okay. The all red one might get some eyes. You might get a couple like, what you doing? But
Be
Wait,
safe.
for real?
Hockey.
yes,
I be wearing hats all the time. So you telling me the royal?
If you come out here, wear fedoras and
or trucker
and
hats,
newspaper
you
hats.
you get away with these right here. I wear a lot of trucker
I be
hats.
wearing my LA hats.
LA is cool.
Yeah,
You know, that's
LA,
again, that's
different
neutral
color.
ground. Just depends on where you at.
Oh, I live in the valley, so I'm
Yeah.
safe.
Hey,
me too.
Hey, it's my culture. I'm gonna stand beside it. But napping. CNN just actually reported that napping regularly is
Mm-hmm.
linked to high blood pressure and strokes.
What?
Who knew napping was deadly?
I didn't. I refute that.
Who said that?
That's blasphemous.
It says the results.
How many
held-
doctors are in the study is what I need to know.
Always a good question. I'd just be like, oh, CNN said it for sure. It says that a large study found that the results held true even after researchers excluded people at high risk for hypertension, such as those with type 2 diabetes, existing high blood pressure, high cholesterol, sleep disorders, who did the night shift work. So apparently the study. Let's go more into this.
I hate it here.
Oh, because you can call me the napster.
I hate it
Okay.
here. What can you do?
Snappy nap.
You can't.
Snappy
You
nap?
can't eat what you want to. You
Napalina.
can't drink too much. And now we're finding out we can't even sleep too much.
Everything is deadly.
And then what?
What is too much? What was too much in the study? How many times were they napping?
All right, let's find this out. All right, it says this may be because although taking a nap itself is not harmful, many people who take naps may do so because of poor sleep at night.
Mm-hmm.
Poor sleep at night is associated with poorer health, and naps are not enough to make up for that.
That makes sense. If you,
Okay.
you can't replace sleeping
Yes.
with naps.
Yeah.
So, study participants who typically nap during the day were 12% more likely to develop high blood pressure over time, and were 24% more likely to have a stroke compared to people who have never napped.
So, one of the things that I learned in doing my sleep study and getting my CPAP was that, you know, when you do that thing, that's called an interruption, and I was having 58 of those an hour. So
And that
basically,
resets
one,
your sleep cycle.
yeah,
right?
reset.
An
so
hour?
An hour.
Isn't that like that's like almost once a minute, right?
Yes.
So you weren't even getting like a full minute of
So
sleep.
I wasn't getting a full minute of sleep, and I also was not getting to REM levels. When you get to REM levels,
right.
Right,
that's when your
awesome.
brain literally shuts down. The toxins that you create each day, when you're answering questions, when you're doing critical thinking, when you're planning, your brain creates these toxins each day. And without the REM level of sleep, you're not allowed to remove those toxins, like basically reset your brain. And you have that fog and not getting adequate sleep and getting to REM level and having that many interruptions, you're setting yourself for early onset Alzheimer's. And so if they're saying that if you're not getting enough sleep at night because of whatever the reason may be, and you're trying to make it up with naps and you're still not getting that efficient REM level sleep, then your brain's not getting a chance to reset. And that makes more sense. They gave me the shorthand version, and I ain't like that. Don't give me the shorthand version of that. Bitch, explain it to me, because I was like, hold on now.
Yeah,
I'm going
because,
to take these
because
naps.
when you tend to nap, you sleep like on Family Feud. They say your naps be like an hour.
It shouldn't be
And
more than
you
that.
can't
yeah.
really. Yeah,
You say it
and
shouldn't be long?
Usually you don't want them more. I think this max is like 2 hours should be a cap
Okay.
for a nap.
yeah,
Yeah.
they actually
Okay.
say right here. It says
an hour and a half.
they never defined what a nap should be because apparently longer naps are worse.
Oh, shit.
They
So-
can't, if you wake up in the wrong time in a nap, you'll feel worse and less rested because you're interrupting a sleep cycle.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's why
so it's
they have,
basically it's no different than falling asleep at night and waking
Yeah.
up in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
Oh,
your
wow.
REM sleep, you're not really sleep until you get into your REM sleep.
exactly. Yeah.
Right.
That I learned about that. So
Well, they-
yeah, I was like, you weren't even getting into your REM sleep?
Well, they said
Wait,
an hour.
like when you did that 58 times, your REM sleep was
Nah,
stuck.
I wasn't.
He never
getting
even
to
got there. Yeah.
it. So I was waking up not feeling rested, which that explained everything because I would fall asleep when your body is operating like that. You basically anytime you are sitting at rest, your body would try to go to sleep and try to make up for it. So like when I was driving one time, this is what made me go to do the sleep study. I was driving, and I was on the 5 South, headed toward the 110. And I was going through that curve over there by LA, Dodger Stadium. And in that curve where you just curve around and get on the 110, I fell asleep 3 times
Damn.
in that curve.
In
And
that
that's-
one curve.
In that one curve. Because
Wait.
it was in the morning doing traffic. So it's
Right,
stop
right,
and go, but I'm in that curve.
okay.
And during that time, I fell asleep 3
While you
different
were
times.
stopped?
How do you know
You
you
stopping and going, yeah.
How do you know you were falling asleep?
Because I
You
remember
just-
waking up each time. Because I was like this
that's the
close to
scary
hitting
part.
somebody.
Were you
Holy
going when you fell asleep,
shit.
or were you like waiting to go and then
You know,
fell
it's one of
asleep
those
and it
things
was
where you
like-
go and then you stop. And then, like, while you stop, you're like, fuck. And then you might, like, do your eyes like that. And I would wake up, my foot had come off the brake.
Oh, so you
and
were
I catch
drifting
myself
forward
right before I hit somebody.
Yeah, that's trash.
So that's 3 different times that it happened. I
That's
was like,
dangerous.
Yeah.
all right, I need to go see somebody. Because, I mean, like, it was getting bad. I wasn't able to relax without going to sleep. Because anytime I tried to relax, my body wanted to go to sleep. So I had to go get that CPAP. And I also had to find other ways to relax outside of just napping, which is actually one of the reasons why I started microdosing with Lumi gummies, man. Lumi Labs makes some of the best gummies around, you understand me? And these bad boys are amazing, and they have amazing benefits. They create boost of energy. They help enjoying the moment. They help you with sleep. They help you with pain. They help you with anxiety and workout and recovery. These are amazing and outstanding alternates to just taking a nap and trying to relax. Because sometimes you want to relax if you don't want to go to sleep. Like I was one of those people where if I wasn't rested, if I tried to go to relax and watch a movie, I would fall asleep. But thanks to Lumi Labs, I can literally just enjoy watching a movie without fearing going to sleep, without fearing sleeping too long or losing a day. Because sometimes you don't want to go to sleep. You just want to be able to relax. Maybe clean the house while you relax or look for something while you relax. And these make it so easy for me to do that. So I want to encourage you guys to go check out Lumi Gummies. And we're giving you 30% off in Lumi Labs. 30% off. All you have to do is go to microdose.com and use the code DIYS to get get free shipping and 30% off your first order. So again, that's microdose.com. Use the code DIYS to get free shipping and 30% off your first order. You cannot go wrong with this. Give it a try. See if it works for you. Just an alternative to taking a nap and relaxing and also getting an energy boost and feeling creative. These are all things that you want to do. And all things that we encourage you to do.
It's a what to taking a nap?
Alternative.
Oh, you got it out that time. You got
I
it
was
out
just
that
was an ejection
You got
seat.
it out
I
that
was
time.
just boom, flying
Somebody-
last through the roof.
Somebody sent me our wording is hard the other day,
Mhm.
and you was really on me.
What are you talking about? Me?
Yeah, you was
No.
really on me when I had my little braces and everything.
Oh,
Hilarious.
You know when I had to whistle through my teeth.
I don't know what you're talking
But
about.
today is a different story.
You whistled.
Yeah, I whistled through my teeth with the braces.
The basis.
It was sunny outside. And you got braces and shit.
It did make you look a little younger, you know.
But now that I'm an adult. You may be young, but
Shut up.
okay.
Shut up.
Okay.
That's a right and way to love somebody. Okay.
You are funny. You are a funny ass nigga.
Well, you didn't get with me for my cooking.
You can cook or no? Can you cook?
That's a good question.
You know what I can do.
I don't know.
You're
Can
from
you cook?
You're from Alabama.
I shake the beat and wait to wait.
Well, you say what now?
I shake the shake and bake the wait.
That's not what you said at
Yes,
first.
yeah, those were two different.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
what-
Since you calling me out,
Can we
motherfucker.
replay it?
What
Slow
did
it
you
down?
say?
Yeah, replay it and slow it down. That's what
Did you
That's
have?
what I
wait.
said.
I shake the bank and meet the bank.
Was there a phrase that you were trying to say and didn't, or did you try to make something up and it didn't work
I
out?
don't remember.
Did you say shake the bank and beat the meat? Is that what you were trying to say?
I heard shake the meat.
Yeah.
I shake the bait and
I
beat the beat.
don't even eat meat, so I know y'all lying.
That's what it sounded like you was going for or something, because that's what it kind of. So you're full on vegetarian?
I'm pescatarian.
Why do vegetarians not count seafood?
I guess.
It's still an animal
Let
dying.
me, let me tell
Yeah,
you.
and it's still flesh.
Hold on, let me tell y'all something about me. I ain't do no research. You know?
Okay, well there you go.
I ain't do no
So was
research.
it all for health purposes?
Yeah, I just like yeah, like when I was in like 11th grade, I just stopped eating beef and
Damn.
pork.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And chicken.
Oh yeah, when I,
Well, chicken,
I
chicken.
dabble.
I
I dabble.
Wait, you dabble in chicken
This-
too?
Yeah, I dabble.
The more that we dig, the more we uncover with
dabble.
this nigga right here.
I dabble in bird. I
You dabble
in,
with the bird?
I dabble in bird.
You're a
dabble.
vegetarian that eats seafood and chicken.
I'm not a pescatarian. I eat seafood and chicken
You're just someone who doesn't eat beef
or pork.
Oh, pork.
or pork. But you eat chicken. That kind of crumbles everything.
Yum dim sum.
Ow.
Need a little protein. Huh, baby cakes? Need
You
a
know,
little- little protein.
You know Transformers, Bumblebee, how he just be saying random stuff on the radio? I feel like that's your thoughts. You just be saying random
My
things.
thoughts are
Yum boy in the tub.
My brain
Mickey Fricky.
is quite catastrophe until I'm getting to the money.
Quite catastrophe, baby cakes.
It's quite catastrophe.
Here we go, sugar lumps. If we want to slow down, now hit the next subject, my little dibber dabber.
All right.
That is not a thing.
I didn't like that one. Your nicknames have been pretty cool until now.
Dibber dabber.
My little dibber dabber. It sounds racist.
The only ones that count is the ones in the dark.
In the what?
Dark.
See, that's my problem. This could be dark or dock. This could be two things. This could be a place where you park a boat. This could be the
What
absent
I say to him?
absent of life.
You said dark, and I know because I'm from the country, but it could have been dark.
Dark.
Contextually, it was probably dark, but I was just messing with you. All right, so
I like that.
let's talk about monkeypox.
Oh.
A new
you
STD
gotta
just
say
dropped,
that?
y'all.
It's not an STD. Don't say that.
People are saying it says STD, then they said it was a STI. They just keep flip flopping. I feel like people are just nervous that we're getting over COVID, and they want a new hot new.
Let's go back inside. I'm not gonna hold you.
I'm down.
I like touring this year, but I like how much money I saved during COVID. I feel like we came out too early. Like I said, I feel like there was no warm up
I'm good
like
for a
time.
Well,
Like
currently, cases are higher than they were last year.
was it
COVID?
COVID?
Yeah, at the same time.
COVID?
They
Yeah, they
feel
just
like
don't report on them anymore.
we've beat on it. We beat it the first time, so they're like, oh, I just need to rest for a week.
They just moved on to the newest iOS update of the weird I don't know viruses. This one is just COVID was like worst case scenario, like dang, I'm gonna have the flu, but this one is like them warts.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, this is what I was
It's
talking about this
horrible.
earlier.
I don't
It's
even know
like,
if it's as deadly as COVID, but I do not want no damn monkeypox.
They keep saying, beware. This is the new, next world shutdown, crisis, all of this type of stuff. But they're not telling you how to prepare for it. They're not telling you how to avoid it. They're not telling you what to do to stay safe. All they're saying is like, caution, be afraid, beware. But it's like, how? Okay, so how do we prepare for this? Like, do we need to buy more gloves?
From what I know, it transmits through touch and through what do you call it?
Sex?
Air, breathing.
Oh.
Well, sex is
Or it's
touch.
airborne too?
It can be, yeah, but you have to
you
be
could
very,
breathe in monkeypox.
You have to be very, very close, from what I've heard, to actually transmit it. And that's kind of the thing is, like, if you're very close to people in, like, close environments,
Yeah.
that's when it can spread. But, like, at this distance, we wouldn't be really in any danger if one of us had it.
This is so
From what I
wild,
know so
man.
far.
What I don't know why I wanted to pet give it to me, and that way,
Ew,
it's-
even that.
it's proof that we've been close. But I
You
will
would
say
like
this:
monkeypox
you're saying
if
no.
I gave
to
it
your
to you.
point, no. To your point,
Yeah.
they don't know. They just like right now, information is so immediate. They just giving us shit right when it comes in. So like COVID, like they were saying, oh, what the fuck? Like they don't know what to do,
They
so they
don't.
can't
Oh,
tell
right.
us. So they can't tell us
And
what
they
to do.
can't
They
say
don't
we
know.
don't know.
The fallout from COVID being handled poorly
Yeah.
affects now how we react to every virus.
Right, but is this a returning thing or is this brand new?
I think it's been around for a bit.
I feel like I've heard of
Right,
this
I feel
before.
like I heard monkeypox before, but really they counted as an STD and an
So
STI.
they used to think it was only transmitted that way, and they like to unfortunately, our society likes to target specific groups with viruses and certain diseases. But no, you can get it from just touching somebody.
They said
Right.
it doesn't spread too quickly though.
That's the thing, is it's a bit slower, and you have to be in very close contact for it to spread quickly.
Because I saw it on that man's hand, and I was like, who you
Ugh.
been?
That-
I was-
that-
it
that's
was
all
been
they
like,
show was a
who you
hand.
been fingering.
It's all, yeah, I've only seen it on the hands.
Fingering.
It's like it was all on his
It'd be on
hand.
the forearms
Yeah,
and
I'm
stuff
like-
like that. Like, man,
Yeah.
I'd much rather have
I'm
COVID.
like, you been
Give
you
me
been
COVID every
banging
single
gorillas with your hand. What is
Not finger banging gorillas.
like
Fist banging?
because
Well,
all they're showing is like the arm part. I don't see it on any other part. Not even faces.
Hey, if somebody had it on their back or their butt, I feel like we would need a city shut down.
Yeah.
Like the hands is
had
like,
it on
oh my god, I'm gonna stay away from crowds. But if they showed it on any other part, literally any other part, besides legs would probably be nasty too. But like if it was on the back, the butt, somebody showed it on their chest, neck, can it get on your face?
That's what I'm
I wouldn't rule it
saying.
out.
That's what I'm
Shut
saying.
the city down.
They haven't shown it on any other body part except for. And I think that's one of the things why people don't
Oh.
raise.
I found it.
Oh, of
What?
course. Here we go.
Oh Lord.
Monkeypox on the back?
It says monkeypox. But all of these also don't look all the way real.
Yeah, it
Is
looks
that-
like there's like perfect
where
spacing
is
between
that?
each one.
That looks like the shoulder. That's the back of a shoulder.
Even fake or
no.
not, if that's what it could be,
Yeah.
shut the
It's
city
on the
down.
now.
That's the thumb.
Oh.
That's the fingernail right on the thumb.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an uncircumcised one.
I'm ready for another lockdown. I don't think I would mind one.
Hey, stay on your side. You lost your viewing privileges over here.
That do look like an uncircumcised one.
Wait, were y'all looking at a monkeypox on a dick?
No,
She thought it was.
Thumb.
But
It
no.
looked like a
But
uncircumcised-
here it is. Like it looks like on the leg too.
Can you get monkeypox on your dick?
It looks like you can get it on anything that
Yeah,
has
like,
skin at
anything
this
that's
point.
Like if
a
you touch
rash.
it and you touch the rest of you, that's how it would spread in my
Oh,
opinion, at least the
God.
way I
Yeah,
understand.
it's a rat. A rash is
It's
a
a
rash.
rash. So if you scratch it and then you touch your face, then it's gonna be on your face.
How do you wait? But
I'm
can
just
we,
not going
wait?
out.
Can we get rid of it?
Yeah, well, there's not like a vaccine or a cure yet, but like you just have to write it out.
Yeah.
But they do say people can die from it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's as severe. It's about the same as COVID, where if you're like in a immunocompromised position or you're already sick with something, then it can be more deadly. But I think for the average person, it's not deadly.
How
in
would
that
you
regard.
die?
I don't know. I don't really know how else it affects you.
And
I don't even know the
that's-
symptoms really. It's like, is it itchy? It looks itchy.
And I mean, it's a rash, so I would assume so.
And that's facts with Doogie Howser.
These references. See, this is why you was cussing out that crowd.
He just gave us all the facts with no medical degree.
Doogie
Hey.
House.
Doogie, he just gave us.
Oh, here it
all-
goes. Monkeypox symptoms.
I
Okay.
got it back there.
Lesion. I hate that word. In the mouth or anus. Booty hole monkeypox.
I'm not. I'm cool. I don't want that. Let's go back inside.
They really did say booty hole.
That one did, yes.
Anal. They say anus.
It says anal.
Mm.
Anal or rectal pain or bleeding.
Well, first of all, I really been ready to go back inside. I was ready before we came out because I just feel like people were too aggressive about going outside. There was never where we were all on one accord with keeping each other safe. And I always felt like, you know, when I wore a mask, it was like, wait, yo, this ain't even so much about me. It's about that old lady that I see at the grocery store every
Right.
week. Or it's about that kid or whatever. But no, everybody, like, people was really like, fuck the police.
I think. I
It's
mean,
really
you're
bad.
always gonna have selfish people in society.
Right.
You're always gonna have people that want to defy, you know, what everyone else is doing. They want to just go against the grain and not wear masks, things like that. Then you also have people who don't live with anyone else, and that they don't do well with you know, just complete silence at home and no interaction with humans, like, you know, physically interacting with them. So they don't do well with it. So they are looking to go out. And then also you have people you don't know their living situation. They might be living with an abusive spouse or abusive parents or things like that. So there are people who have reasons to want to get out. Then you also just have those selfish people that just don't care about safety of others or for themselves. I talked to one person during the height of that shit, and they was like, "Oh, I think this shit is fake. We're not fake," and all this. She was double talking herself, but also like not making points as to why she just would not be safe and not go anywhere. It's like, if you ain't got to go nowhere, don't go nowhere. Be safe. Like, just ride this shit out. Nobody likes it. You know what I mean? But you do it for the betterment of your people and yourself, and also like to keep the numbers low so we can eventually go outside. If we keep going out and people keep getting healed and it keeps coming back, it's going to keep mutating and that strain's going to get better. I mean, worse and worse because we haven't had a chance to like get a handle on it. We ain't got a lid on it. It just keeps mutating because people won't sit the fuck down.
What did you know what was crazy to me? People always like, I need a vacation, and people always be rushing to get out for work.
Mm-hmm.
And we get that, and motherfuckers is like,
because they want to do it on their accord. It's kind of like,
Right.
I get that because as a comedian, I love entertaining people. I love interacting with people, but I also like doing it on my timeline, like when I on my own wheel. So like, I might not want to go out to a club per se, but I might want to be out and be around people. So I might, go to a bar because there's less people that are going to be there than a club, or I'll go to somebody else's party so I don't have to stay instead of hosting something myself. So I don't have to be trapped with 1,000 people or however many people for this long amount of time. I can go and leave whenever I want.
Yeah,
So-
that's one thing. But what I'm saying is, that's the true definition of getting what you ask. Be careful what you ask for. Because we got it. Like, you had that time. You had that time to write that book, to fucking build that shelf, but
that's us. You got to think, like, not everybody. You ever met somebody, and this isn't a slight to anybody. I just feel like this is more like an introvert conversation. Have you ever met somebody who, like, it seems like they had to go out and had to do stuff? You know what I mean?
I know some super extroverted people who cannot be alone.
It's crazy. It's like they'll like come through a place and sit down for like 2 seconds and then be like, all right, what are we doing? Like, what's going on? And it's just like. Like nothing. It's just like, no. Let's. What we doing tonight? You know what I mean? Like,
I know people like
people
that.
have
I think we
to
all
go
know
out.
people like that. I think we all know people like that. But it's fine. But you could do other constructive stuff while being outside and just be safe. That's all I'm saying.
But
I'm
imagine
not saying
you don't. Imagine you're that type of person, but you're also not the type of person to take advantage of that time and build, like you said, and start that company or do that thing. And that energy is just, you're at home and you're just like, I have to go out, but 6 months go by. Those are the people that, even though there's deaths in the 100,000s, they'll be like, all right, we're lifting the ban just for bars, and then the bars are like packed that first day. You know what I mean? Like that's a different type of person. And again, it's not a slight. It's just extrovert versus introvert. But there are some people who just have to be doing stuff. And then I feel like if you keep that energy in, that's why when shit opened up, everything was wild. People didn't know how to drive anymore. People didn't know how to do regular stuff like go to sporting and music events.
Or interact with just people. Like, we lost some of our humanity, or like just... I feel like because we couldn't see each other's mouth, we stopped saying thank you and please with opening the doors and just, people offering stuff. Like, people just came in hot, bro. Like, they did not use that time to like stay in contact with people and keep the humanity and just learn how to interact with people. Like, it's like we lost a part of like being civil in civilization, and people just was
on
like.
On top of that, you had a terrible president who was in power and a terrible divisiveness in our country. Just
That's true.
Based on what's right and what's not right, the entire misinformation piece of it. So yeah, it was like a perfect storm for like what we're dealing with now.
Everything, and then you throw in all the protests. It seems like every minority group got it during the pandemic. You know what I mean? In some type of way. We had BLM, we had Stop Asian Hate, we had the pipeline that was going through the Native American territory. Like, there was just so much stuff. So everybody was just at home. They couldn't do anything and angry.
And all you're seeing is this on rotation all day on the news, on social media. Everywhere you turn, all you're seeing is that. That's why I had to take breaks from social media. I had to take breaks from like just the media in general and do a puzzle, or challenge myself to do a new yoga pose. Like, I really got big into yoga when I was doing the quarantine, like just stretching, because you see people get old and stuff like that, and you just
stretch.
I just didn't want to be that person. This was the time. This was the time to try.
I can't see you stretching.
Yeah.
I can't see that. Don't make these people believe you.
I was stretching. Okay, calm down, Polly Pocket. She lives in a compact mirror, and she told. And I can't stretch, girl. Shut your ass up.
I'm just saying, I see your neck been in the same position as long as I know you. I cannot see you.
That was on brand because your references be old. Polly Pocket.
You talking about here? I thought I had made a friend.
No, bless your little heart. But that was a time where you should have did like you said, find a new hobby or tried a new hairstyle. Like, for all the fellas out there, if you didn't try any type of like grooming, body grooming, you could have found, you could have maybe found a way to like cut an arrow in that bad boy or go completely bald. Like, if you missed your opportunity to do any type of manscaping, fellas, I am ashamed. As an idea, because we were giving you code after code after code. You hear me? But don't worry about it because you still got another chance to get in on this highly recommended Performance Package 4.0. Inside of this package, you get the Lawnmower 4.0. This is electric trimmer, and it is the world's best, but it is a brusher's nightmare. So if you got a crazy bush and brush down there, oh, baby, you about to go to work. Not only that, okay, you also get the basic landscaping kind of goodies. You get the crop preserver, you get the ball deodorant, you get the crop reviver. All of these things are great for your body. They smell good, they feel good. Your partner will appreciate it. Okay, they will appreciate it. But this is the time to get it together, fellas. Long gone are the days that you're using the excuse of, oh, I ain't got no clippers to do this, or you using the same clippers that you're lining up your mustache with for your family jewels. Don't do that. That's just nasty. With the Performance Package purchase, you also get 2 free gifts. The Shed Travel Bag, which is a patent in the high performance. It's perfect for taking on a road with you. And you also get the Manscaped boxes, which are phenomenal. I absolutely love the Manscaped boxes. You can't go wrong with it. Super comfortable, super breathable. But you can get 20% off and free shipping with our code DIYS at manscaped.com. Again, that's 20% off and free shipping with our code DIYS at manscaped.com. Tell them your boy sent you. We in here. All right.
Who what?
You still whisper like you in a goddamn
That
helicopter.
wasn't me. That was him.
No, that was you. He was trying to listen to you because you couldn't be quiet for 1 minute, Ketra. 1 minute is all I need so we can pay these bills, so we can pay you, so we can pay Cam and pay for the studio. 1 minute of silence.
Was 1 minute?
She got her braces off, started acting
And she don't know how to act.
different.
Why you gotta clap?
To drive home the point that you don't know how to act.
Drive it.
Why you
Drive
gotta
home.
clap? Why you gotta clap? Speaking of driving, no.
What was speaking of driving?
Nothing, baby. I was
You
trying,
had no transition.
I was
All
trying to give you your segue.
right. Mine is about animals. though.
Whoopsie.
All right. We gonna go ahead and get into these animals
20 minutes or less. That is
who
true.
I feel like, with all these stories popping up, it seems like animals are trying to get back at humans because the world's about to end. So they know that we're in Q4, and I've seen a whale almost knock a boat over. I've seen all types of animal attacks, but nothing is as crazy as this woman who was killed by a bear in her sleep.
Man, listen. I didn't even read that story. I ain't have the energy for it to mess up my...
I thought that was stupid too.
She shooted off about an hour beforehand, which is insane to me because it's like if there are bears in the presence, you just shoot away a bear. She was like, "Get out of here! Get out of here!"
Now wait.
I pick up camp and leave. after the
Right.
bear
So she
comes
was
through.
camping. She wasn't at her house. This
Yeah,
isn't
she was
something.
camping.
This was
Okay,
camping.
yeah.
Okay, so she was killed by a grizzly bear in her sleep while camping in Montana, but she scared it off just an hour beforehand.
Yeah.
So the
She
bear
was,
was
I think
just
she
like,
was
"All right,
she was
bet."
cooking food. It smelled it, and then she put away the food, scared the bear off, and then it came back.
That
I
bear,
thought it was dumb to stay at said place.
Yeah, that bear bent the block on her and came right back.
He was probably like, "Yeah, for sure, okay."
Yeah, like I'm not. If I shoot a bear off, please believe I'm gone, or I'm picking up camp and moving to another location.
Because that means there's a bear in the area.
Yeah. And it knows where you are,
Yeah.
and you had food. So
Just
like,
because
leave.
he went into the bushes, it's like, all right, we good.
And it also might not be the only bear in the area. And if you're cooking and that one bear smelled it, it's possible another 2, 3, 4 might have smelled it as well. So
Bears are the apex predator. There is nothing on land that could beat a brown bear in a fight. If you just saw one, I mean, it's sad because someone died.
yes,
So I don't
absolutely.
want to speak.
Yeah, we're not trying to victim
down
blame,
on it.
but it's just like going forward. Like you
But
just
it's
gotta,
like that's the
You can't trust
that is
you
the
can't trust
animal.
the bear to be predictable. That's the thing.
yeah.
But
It's a
it's
wild animal.
the animal. Like that is the animal, the apex. So you saw basically the worst thing you could see and then fell asleep. That's wild.
Bears are killing machines when they're on all fours, and then they can stand up and kill
That's
you
so
again.
scary.
You see how fast they can run?
Yeah,
It's
they
like-
can run fast.
They can climb
They
and
can
swim.
climb. They're strong as hell.
They can swim.
They can swim. It's like, bro, like you say, apex predator. This is a furry T-Rex. It's going to get
It's
you.
basically the tiger of the Northeast, if
Yeah.
anything.
That's crazy.
But they would beat a tiger though, right?
I mean, I've never seen them fight each other, but it'd be like if I was camping in India or Asia,
Right,
and a tiger, came upon,
came.
I would move my stuff. I wouldn't be
Right.
like, oh, it's gone now. You can't, like I said, you can't predict, you can't expect a wild animal to be predictable.
That's, I mean,
This story sounds quite interesting.
It's just it's just
quite. Yes,
It sounds
absolutely.
quite.
yeah. We wouldn't have been. I'm not camping.
Right,
I glamp.
Yeah.
And when I do glamp, it may be once every couple of years. But I'm at the point now where, like, even when I go camping, my boy, I got a trailer. I ain't. It just It takes so long to do like the real tents.
Yeah.
Because you got like the way I do it. I put lie down first, then I put a tarp down, and then I put my tent
What
on top
was
of
the
that.
first thing?
Lie. So I put lie on the ground to kill and also like
What's lie?
repel any incidents. I mean incense. Lie is like
Poison.
Is it what they made soap with used to?
yeah, it's like a poison to them. Like they don't like it. It also can kill them.
They used to put it in perm.
It's like a repellent.
wow.
Yeah, it's like a repellent. So like if they smell it, they're gonna go the opposite direction. If they're trapped in it, they'll die. So I put that down and I put the tarp on it first. On top of that to like keep it steady in that place and keep it situated. Then I put the tent up. But like those tents, like the 3 and 4 people, well, we probably use like a 6 to 8 people tent for 3 people because we all kind of want a little section or something like that. But like that's a lot with the poles and sliding it in and then popping it. I'm not doing all that, bro.
There are easier tents now, but you're right. Like, the old school classic tent is a bitch to put up.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
I hate
and
it.
we're encroaching so much on a lot of these wild animals' territories that they're becoming more accustomed to us. So that's why they're so bold in coming up to people in their
'cause
campsites.
it's like a
there's so many
thing.
peoples around them, so
Right.
they're used to it.
And I feel like animals don't be forgetting like that. Especially like you're new in this area. He know this area.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's familiar
I never
with
thought
it.
about that.
He's
just
like, oh, this bitch back on Goodfellas? I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna just bend the block real quick. You know what I mean? Like,
she by the maple tree. Yeah,
yeah,
I know. I'm here all the time.
That might have been.
I never
That
thought of
literally
that.
might have been that bear's path to like going to get water or whatever.
It
So
could've
like
been
he
right
went
next
to go
to
get
his
some water. He's like,
house.
oh, I'm gonna be back because I got to go back to my cave. So he came back on the way back and was like,
Slid.
No, once
Yeah.
they smell food, it's like there's food here. I'm coming back for it.
Hey,
Like, it's-
animals slide. Animals slide.
It
That
was crazy.
elephant
yeah.
that
Oh,
killed
yeah.
somebody
That's
and
another
then
thing,
slid
yeah.
on the funeral. Animals know something's up.
They going back to what you add. Lie is what took Malcolm X's hair out in the movie.
Oh, LYE.
Yes.
Yep.
Got it.
Lie.
Okay.
That's
You
lie.
said that used to be soap.
They used to put it in certain soaps in that a while ago.
They used to, but
Okay.
I think was she white? Just for my peace of mind.
Oh, there's no photos because she's
What's her name?
dead. Leia Loken.
They still have videos on how to make lye soap.
Wow.
I don't know why people are doing that, but
Leia.
I like camping though, low key. If it's like not a place that's filled with bears and like predators, I actually when I go camping and it's too close to like a street or civilization, I kind of be getting mad.
yeah. I mean, but there are places you can go where the indigenous wildlife of that area don't have bears though.
Right, absolutely, yeah,
You know what I
like
mean?
camping in Malibu and stuff. So it's just like, but I will say I have been camping and I wanted it to be like isolated. But then I realized how poorly I packed and how
Yeah,
bad I am
that's
at
the thing.
packing.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, thank God there's a market right here. and a thing for
you
bathrooms.
pack everything but something to cook the food in. So
You're just
you
like,
got fish, you got the grill, you
Man.
got all of that with no skillet. You be like,
that's when you realize you need civilization.
Like,
You're
I'm
like,
not good at this.
I just wanted
I'm not good at it.
I wanted the peace of being by myself in the forest, but not the responsibility.
Yeah,
'Cause that's
peace,
a
but
lot.
Not the response. Peace be still.
I'm trying to. Next month, I got to go to Alaska, where there will be bears. We're going literally where the salmon are.
You're wild for that,
are
by the way.
spawning, and so I'm like watching like master classes of survival stuff and just stuff about bears, stuff about Alaska. I'm pretty nervous.
We so much alike. Every time I travel, I watch a show on how to.
You be
For real, it
watching
could-
survival stuff?
Yeah, it could be for real. It could be the beach. It could be
You've watched documentaries about the beach?
Yes, it'd be like
Oh, Alabama, right? I'm just saying, no. If you grew up in LA, you're like, I get it. I get the beach. You know what I mean? But I see why you would have to research.
Nah, I mean like Costa Rica. Or
I researched
somewhere
like swamps
exotic.
before I went to Florida. Is that the same?
You ran out. You really
moving right on.
I didn't really think you would ever run out. You ran out. You ran it up today, babe. You really ran it up
today, babe.
You really ran it up today.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Being annoying is an art.
Yeah, you might. I might
Being
have to block
annoying
your ass.
is
I
an
might
art.
have to block your ass.
Yeah. Beautiful words. Chocolate. I'm just kidding. I've never really been blocked like that.
I'm familiar with that sound.
I've only been hilarious. I've been blocked like 3-4 times in my life, which is pretty good.
This gonna be 5.
All right. I got to talk about this Facebook post. All right.
Oh shit, I was.
You already know where I'm going with this.
Oh wait, go ahead.
So-
This is the one.
There's a Facebook post that went viral, which is crazy. I didn't think that still happened.
Oh yeah, Facebook be popping.
Facebook popping out here. Solomon Bucci. Shout out to Solomon. He had a very interesting post that was celebrating, for lack of a better word, his woman. And I will read it, okay? You will see immediately why it went viral, but it's going to keep getting worse as we go, all right? This is how it starts. Solomon Bucci. It's a picture of him hugging his girl. You're not the most beautiful woman.
Oh shit, I didn't see this one, but I heard about it. Go ahead.
Neither are you the most intelligent woman. No period yet. This is half of the first part. You're not the most beautiful,
I read it.
nor are you the most intelligent. But like I've chosen to never find perfection in anyone else. I put my gaze on you, and with that commitment, we would mold ourselves for ourselves. Our perfection is in our commitment. Next paragraph. Stating that you're not the most beautiful / intelligent might not sound like a compliment. Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, big one.
But it's a realistic base for real love. I haven't even gotten to the bad part.
The first part was the bad part.
It was pretty bad, but I'm just saying it keeps getting worse.
It keeps getting worse.
Acknowledging that my woman isn't the best,
Oh wow.
but I'm not looking for the best. I was looking for you, and I found you. There's no best. There's just someone you choose and see the best in them. This to me is the real love, not that one that consoles itself in the faux reality that their partner is the most good-looking, most intelligent, most successful person in the world. That's disingenuous and doesn't give room for love to thrive. I love you. They blacked out her name. I'm committed to you. I miss you so much, but my love for you is stronger than distance.
What was the post in regards to, like an anniversary, birthday, or something like that? Or
He
just
didn't
random?
really get to that,
Just
which
random?
is
He
crazy.
missed them.
I think that it's
Yeah.
them hugging and him crying, so I'm assuming this is like some
Did they
long
break up?
distance thing.
Yo, I got it.
he's basically saying like she's far away, but I love her. How it sounded was, I didn't get the most pretty girl, and she's kind of dumb, but I settled. And then he peppered it up with like, but it's all good. That's real love. Real love is settling. I wasn't looking for the best. I was looking for you.
Yeah, I was looking for you.
Listen.
If she don't have no self-esteem already,
Shattered.
her clip empty.
Uh,
Her clip is
How
first
to
of all,
embarrass your
first of
partner.
all, to start with, you ain't the most pretty.
You don't start with those lines.
And you
that
No.
was first. So
What?
after that,
At
you're
all.
just trying to win people back immediately. Like, hey, you could have said something nice about her first. Or you could have just not said that at all.
Yeah, at all.
Because even if you felt that way, it's like,
Why are you sharing this with the entire public?
you got to think about, what is this? The post is to celebrate her and to, big her up. So why even go into what she's lacking?
Man, people are just. I feel like somebody has did this, and I don't know if they were successful in it, but somebody had to be successful in it in a little bit for people to feel like they can do it.
Well, he's drawing some of the stuff he was saying. He's drawing on like, oh, like there's no perfect person. Like
Yes.
everybody's perfect. You'll find the right person for you, and they're
Yeah.
not like they're
Right.
trying to take down like the idea of like what we think is like beautiful. And all
Absolutely.
that, which is cool. But then when you're directly referencing that to a person, it can sound hurtful.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And I get it. I get that people, I'm not going to say end up. That was almost mean. I get that people are with or sometimes with people that they're not the most attracted to or whatever.
Or conventionally, they're not what we all think is attractive.
Right. But at the end of the day, like, if you're gonna celebrate them, you're supposed to say they're the most beautiful person in the world.
Right.
You know what I mean?
To you, even if you reference
me.
it to you.
To you.
Because it might not be that person. Traditionally, they might not be the most beautiful person, but to you, there hasn't been a more beautiful person ever met. That's like it's always a way to say what you're trying to say. You just didn't do it the right way. Everything you said could have been. I remember when I was going to a church and the pastor he was preaching and he's like, I saw my wife. I didn't see my soulmate. You know, I saw somebody that supported me, and through us, being together, I realized she was my soulmate. And so he worded it like that, but he didn't come out and was like, I didn't see the most beautiful person.
Right.
I didn't see somebody that made me lose
He had
my breath.
weird details.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like she's not.
so
She
specific.
may not be the cleanest. She might be a little musty, but I love her. It's like you could have just said I love her.
Because everybody
You can
done
tell her
been
the other
with,
stuff in private. You don't need to share that with the community.
crazy.
everybody done been with some scud muds.
Yeah,
Good
but
muds, but you don't have to post them.
You don't.
In saying that, did you note that this man is verified on Facebook?
Is he?
So
Why?
if I
So,
yes,
Interesting.
if you this man
What
is
that mean?
no, go back to the post. You'll see he has the little blue check.
Maybe it's
So
all
that
for a joke.
No.
I hope it's all for a
No,
joke.
so I
hope it-
mean by saying that, I mean that he has some type of following.
Exactly. To get verified, you
So-
need people
right.
to follow.
So
you.
Right.
so people are seeing.
Oh, you sure did.
So people are seeing this
Mhm.
I hope it's a joke.
and being like. First of all, there was no buffer between. He might as well say, "Hey, bitch, come over here."
But that's what I'm saying. If it
Yo.
was a joke, I feel like he would have gone more left field. It was like
No,
it
he's
seemed like
very
he was trying
serious.
to be genuine, but
Yeah.
like everybody was
Like, he
just
just
like,
missed the
yo,
mark, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely missed the mark.
Yeah.
I
what-
definitely felt Rain. It's giving me Rain Man. It's giving.
That's pretty crazy.
They said Style by Me said, to be honest, he said all of that to convince himself of the choice he made, aka
Yeah, it
settling.
almost said like a self-conversation
Yeah.
that he
It was
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
him telling his audience like,
This is why
yeah,
I did
know,
this.
but
I know she ain't the most beautiful. She
Right.
ain't the most talented. She don't cook the best. But to me, she all right.
listen,
That's a whole. He gave a whole ass disclaimer.
She all
He
right.
He put the label on the front of the pack.
you don't have to tell the truth
Yo, can you imagine?
when it comes to bigging somebody up.
If
It's
her-
about making them feel better.
Yeah. You imagine if her girl saw it first and then sent it to her?
That probably how it happened.
But like how
She
you
ain't
know how
tagged.
you know how black women are. They was like, "This your man?
This you?
This
And
you?"
this you?
The group text. That's what I want to see.
It's
Fuck
me
the
every
comments. I don't want to see what other people got to say
It's me
because
every day.
I
Stick
want to see
beside
that.
She said, he basically, in the opening line said, I know she's kind of ugly and dumb.
So
But hey.
one of the friends in the group text like, "Bitch, just winning where you want me to be. I'm there with the blicky. Where you want me
Man.
to be too."
With the glizzy. Well, I don't
Yo.
know. I don't know that
That's so
I could.
crazy.
I don't know that I could stick beside him because
You can't. Well,
here,
how?
Why would
here,
you?
here it is. Looks is in the eyes of the beholder. That's one thing. That's a
Yeah.
separate thing. But to say,
You don't have to say
but
it.
for him,
right.
but for him to say, and she's not the smartest. Like,
That's even
Like I said,
worse.
there's weird like personal digs.
no,
that
he's
can be-
basically
Yeah.
saying she has no substance.
Mhm.
I just need something to stick my thing in.
Yeah.
But
So-
yeah, but do you
It is
but
not-
do you make a post about something that you just think you're thinking? That's not post worthy.
he was trying to convey his
Sneaky
love.
nigga ain't
That's the
worthy.
thing.
Yeah, he
But
just
it's-
didn't do it right.
And also, what if she thinks he is all of those things, like the best person and all that,
Right.
and then it's like a weird. Now we're not at the same level.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's when this is
Right.
what happens when you buy all your greeting cards from the dollar store and gas stations. You don't know how to properly construct one because this shit was just hard.
That
Yeah.
was
I
a
got that. I
crash
picked that up.
and burn.
Yeah,
I can't believe he did that.
That shit
And what's
was-
crazy that like especially like this would have been if this was woman to man, it would have still been hurtful, but it wouldn't have been like that. You know what I mean? Like if it's like he's not the most handsome, I'd have been like damn. But it would have been people would have been like that's funny.
But it is,
But, like-
but also is like women always they have the saying of the reputation of talking to men that aren't that attractive because they love him.
Right. So
But
I mean
men are
that's
more
why it would be
visual
more
creatures.
accepted. But
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
to celebrate your woman and in the same breath be like dig her intelligence is fucking insane.
Hey, but
Like-
then the part that killed me is the picture of them hugging.
and he's like crying real hard.
They holding on to the struggle.
Well,
That's
Nikki
crazy.
Marie said that they are engaged, so I don't know if that
Oh,
picture
yeah.
is from them being
Yeah,
engaged or
give
something.
that ring back. And I
Yeah.
ain't want to
So
pass
wild.
judgment because I done took some L's.
Hey.
But I give the ring back.
Say you lost it and sell it and be like, "Oops, I'm not that smart."
I
Yeah,
would've
was she
said I got
engaged
hacked.
before the post or
Touche.
after the post? When was the proposal?
I know, right?
No,
Maybe the
they were
hug was
engaged
because
before.
of the engagement.
They were
Okay.
engaged before. That's the backstory. But I don't understand.
But maybe the post came after the engagement because it looked like they were hugging,
Right.
like and crying,
Enjoy,
like, "Yeah, we
yeah.
did this." So imagine you just put the ring on, and then the post right after was just like, "Whoa, hey, she's might be a little musty. Her monkey a little funky."
her monkey a little funky.
That back shot air is not the freshest,
know-
but you know what?
You know,
I'm gonna stick beside her.
you know,
Back shot it.
that show. What is it? It's a whole show
on
about.
Facebook.
Shut up, stupid.
Back shot air is a real thing. You get a completely different whiff from back shot air than you do from missionary.
Back
Missionary,
shot air.
back shot air. That back shot wind. It's a different type of draft, baby.
What happened? What happened during the
She
back
might not
shot
have
that
the
don't
best
happen
back
during
shot
the?
air.
Because the back shot, like you as a guy, you up here, you know, and you thrusting, and the
So
smell
it's
is
coming
coming
up.
up.
Oh, okay.
So versus missionary, the smell might be going like back that way. You miss all of that, but from the back shot air, you gonna know exactly what the fuck going on.
I don't have those problems. But I will. Wait.
All right.
Wait, this is my whole thing. This is giving me you know, I don't know if y'all watched that show about autistic people or on the spectrum. There's a whole entire show about.
I ain't seen that show, but I can vouch for The Good Doctor, cause he was on the spectrum. He was autistic too, and like they don't have like
A
bad
buffer,
side.
a filter.
Yeah, they don't have bad side manner, and so like when he would say to somebody, "You're attractive, but you also do." Like, so I can see what you're saying from like that no buffer of like
They
you
don't
know,
realize social cues as easily.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also things that it will embarrass someone because they're trying to be honest and open, and them being honest but without that buffer, it comes off crass.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what it's giving, and that's what it might be.
So this guy might be on
we
the
can-
spectrum?
I
I mean,
said
it's a spectrum. Technically, we're all on it. But
Really?
I mean, that's how it's referenced.
yeah. What I said, that's what it's giving. Now I'm not accusing
It came
him.
off as more ignorance.
No, it gave me very honest. It gave me like that is.
But you know some
That's what
people
the-
who are just like painfully unaware, you know?
It felt a little tone deaf, but I could also see like what he was, I think, like trying to shape the
Which is
conversation
why I think
in
it's
a way.
real, you
That's
know?
why I think it's like genuine.
Yeah.
Which is why he could possibly not be as aware of.
I want to see
Right,
the
Right,
post
that's what I'm
though.
saying.
I
That's
wonder
what
if it's
it's
still
giving.
on
No,
Facebook
it's
right
giving
now.
me.
Here, I'll show you right now.
Look, he's posting a picture of her like hugging and
Yeah.
him crying, right? So for him to be trying to convey the message of "I love you,"
Here we go.
to be trying to convey the message of "I love you" is like it's a very weird gap
Yeah.
in between the two,
Right.
like of what's going on, like. So that's why I say that. Now I'm not accusing anybody of anything. You can say whatever you want to say, but that ain't mine. That ain't mine. That's all I know. Mine right here beside me. No one better. No one better.
Yeah.
No one better.
Oh my god! All right, I'm finna see
You
if I
do
can
me
find
like
them.
that, I'm gonna slit your wrist.
Oh, not the wrist.
You're not the
Jesus.
most beautiful or intelligent.
That's right.
That's fucking. Well, I mean, I actually got a great lesson from my dad one day in a Ralph's. I was a young tot, and I think Limp Bizkit was hot at the time. You remember Limp Bizkit? Fred Durst. I did it all for
Baby,
the
tell the
nookie.
story.
You don't remember the nigga with the red hat? All right.
Go on.
He had like some Asian girlfriend at the time, and we saw her in the supermarket, and she was like bad, super bad. I think she was Blasian. And my dad, how he referenced it, I think he brought it up later, and he was just like, he said, "Hey, we saw so and so. Man, that was the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life, besides your mama." And I was like, nice.
Hold on, wait.
You gotta come through with
I was
the,
like, okay, I get.
yeah, you gotta come through with that broom and sweep it up.
You got
gotta,
to.
You gotta clean all that excess up. I think you know what? I forgot how I got this lesson, but it was like the person you're with is a deeper connection or whatever. I forget who I was with or whatever, and they were like, "Yeah, I look at other women. I ain't blind."
Mm-hmm.
And I think I had a come to moment, like, "Oh yeah, it is some."
I guess
like,
that is okay.
Yeah, yeah. You can never I don't think you can ever reach the highest level of beauty. Not one
Okay.
person.
No, it's not. It's
It's
weird
not about
because
beauty.
most of the beauty standards are all photoshopped and fake, anyways. So they're actually
Right.
physically.
Well, no, Halle
unattainable.
Berry is beautiful in person.
Well,
oh,
Well, I
there
don't
are
think
certain people, yes.
I don't think it's about one thing of beauty. It's like art. You know what I mean? If there was one piece of beautiful art, it wouldn't make it art. It's not. I don't think it's about like one person being so beautiful that they're like, I don't want to look at anybody else. That might be how they like feel, but I think at the end of the day, what
Hold on, bro.
appeases the eye and beauty is just like you kind of want that variety and it's different things about different people that make them beautiful.
Okay, first of all, did a little research. First of all, the page is real, and the
What
post
page?
is still up
Oh,
from
wow.
this person. Solomon is from Orlu Imo. It is a south,
What?
the largest in southeast Imo State, Nigeria, with a population of 400.
Africa. Okay.
Yes. So, Nigerians be saying what the fuck they
They
want to say.
bold as hell.
They bold as fuck.
I was
You know
just
what I'm
about to
talking
say.
And then also, if he is ESOL, like English is a second language for him, he might not know how to
Yeah.
word the
It's not
the
direct
wording.
translations
Yeah,
aren't
so he
correct.
might have thought like,
Yeah,
because
but-
I'm looking at the picture, like she is beautiful. His fiance is gorgeous. Evidently, they are. He made an engagement post after that. But she
Hold
is
on, I gotta
gorgeous.
show
She's a
you.
gorgeous
She
young lady.
is.
So I'm like, what are you talking about? She's not the most beautiful person. Like what? Based on what? I guess is what
well,
I'm
can
wondering.
we zoom in? Cause not with this little ring you want.
I did
You
see
not
that.
you not gonna talk to me disrespect.
Talk to me nice.
You not gonna talk to me with this Fruit Loop.
The one thing that I feel like we didn't talk
This
about was
goddamn
like, does the verification check come with a lifestyle where he just can talk to anybody? Because
Bro.
I be seeing that on
Now,
social media
I also
all the
want
time.
to point out that when I went to his about, because that's the type of person I'm going to your about so I can see where you're from, all that type of stuff. When I went to the about, goddamn me, and it said that I just read it to you. Got this contact information, his Twitter, basic info,
Damn.
male, gender, birthday October 20th, English language, Christianity, interested in men and women.
Oh, okay. Well then there you go. He get to be sassy sometimes.
But maybe that just means he's interested in saving men and women because it said because it said he's making Jesus famous. He's a social crusader. He does TED Talks.
Saving
Crusader. That's an intense word.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, I don't know. I'm just
hear
saying what
about
I
him.
found.
Well, I mean, if you like both,
no,
how,
he
are,
like
how are you
both.
going to be the most beautiful?
Right.
I mean, you're not
Maybe
the most
that's
beautiful.
maybe that's why she's not the most
yeah,
beautiful.
you got some nice titties, but no dick.
Yeah.
No
So-
dick.
He about him sometimes. He about him sometimes.
Great pussy, no dick though.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I try not to judge people, but
it's pretty judgeable.
that's
That's pretty judgeable
some
behavior.
insane. That's some insane shit.
Also, niggas will put all that information up and then tell a woman like, "Oh, you a FBI agent? How'd you find all this stuff out?" Like, nigga,
He
you
got the
put
number-
every
he got
that
his-
shit was a one-stop shop.
Right. He got the youth group.
Number, address, where I'm at right now, where I'll be in 10 minutes. Like, bro, it's
Oh,
not
because
that
you know
hard.
you can put your location on. You
find
can put your
people now.
location on Facebook.
Hey man,
Let me make
listen,
sure mine
I'm
about.
just
Yeah.
gonna let people live their
You gotta make
lives
sure
the
you're
way they
about
live their
because
lives, man.
I be looking all the
Um,
time.
Hey man, yeah, that I really got nothing after that.
we
That
good
took
with
the
ads?
win- Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that
well,
took
shit.
I
I'm about to
Zip.
check my Facebook and make sure I ain't wildin'.
that took
we
the wind out of my sails when
is that love in 2022 though? Is that what it's going for?
I don't. You know what? It's weird, and I feel like I'm very excited for where we are as a society. I feel like more people are comfortable in one, their sexuality, two, their relationships,
You
three, and doing what they want and need and feel they need to do in their relationships, making the relationship about you and your partner being able to make it against the world. Not saying it's like y'all against the world, but surviving in the world on your own terms versus society norms. Like I'm seeing a lot more people that are not jumping the gun to get married, but I'm also seeing people that are like, no, I already know. Why waste time and get married? I'm seeing a lot more people entering into lifestyle spaces and being comfortable with that, not just doing it, but also talking about it and not being quiet about it. I'm seeing a lot more kids walking in their truth and the light and what they feel like they need to be and be referred to and identify as. And I think that's a beautiful thing that people feel comfortable in this time to be themselves. That part I think is fucking beautiful, and I want more of that.
It was very assembly line in the other generations before.
Oh, hell
us, you know what I mean? It was just like, you do this, you get to this age, you have babies, you blah, 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 you have, you know what I mean? And I feel like now we're at a spot where like people are just like, I don't want to do that. You know, I want to do it differently.
That's definitely one of the pros and a byproduct of technology. Because back in the 60s, the 40s and 60s, all you had were like, you know,
the people around you.
The people around you, and also like you had the jobs very much dictated on who had the highest degree. If you were a male or a female, that described if you or determined if you were going to be a white collar worker or a blue collar worker. You know, if you didn't have the degree, but you had the manpower, get on over to that GM, that line, and make these cars or do whatever. But if you had the brains and you were a white male, the world was your oyster. But now with technology, you got people living off of podcasts. You have people that are doing brand deals, and they got one main client. They don't need 10 to make a great living. So you got that kid that was what? How old was that kid that was opening presents on YouTube?
8. When that popped off,
when
8.
he was and millionaire by 10.
Yeah.
If not before then. So like
she's
technology
still up there,
has completely changed the playing field and leveled it to a lot of degrees where people feel more comfortable walking in their truth and embracing it. And I think that's a fucking beautiful thing. And I feel like that's why that's not the sole reason why, but that's definitely some of the influence of the government or these politicians trying to inflict some type of law and control so they feel like they don't lose everything. Because like right now, you have people that are like, I don't have to go to college. I don't have to deal with this racism. I don't have to deal with the sexism. I don't have to deal with whatever you say. If I want to have kids, if I don't want to have kids, I don't have to abide by your society.
People are getting out of line, really.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, they bucking the system. But also, playing devil's advocate on that, like they could simply take it away though.
Take what away?
You're saying the government has control over that. They can simply, if they at will,
they can make it more difficult. They would have to make it a whole dictatorship.
At will, they could just shut down any type of social media that they want to. In Texas, you can't even use filters on your. They have banned certain filters. On your Instagram.
I understand what you're saying. I think the filters things were more so to like stop people from not looking like themselves when they commit crimes.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I'm just saying in that aspect, as far as that aspect of like the government, I think it's a wide variety. The scope is tremendously wide. But I think in terms of government, and if they really just was like, we don't want people doing what they want to do, or we don't want people saying what they want to say, they would just be like, unplug the shit.
I feel you on that one, but the only thing I would counter with was
they would
January
get backlash.
6th.
Yeah, they would get backlash.
I feel like you would get a lot more January 6th from a larger group that'll fuck around and bring the country together. You take away the internet, you take away the right to post and all that stuff. Because now you're not only like
businesses,
businesses, everything. Like that's how a lot of people. You're going to cause chaos on an anarchy level. Like that will be like the beginning of World War III here, and the Great Migration back to the homelands.
Taking away internet sounds like the start of World War III.
Well, no. I mean, in juxtaposition to that, I would say that no, they haven't shut it down because when we were inside and we just had the internet. That's when Black Lives Matter happened, and that was the first time actually people paid. We had to see a foot on a man's neck and literally see him getting killed to pay attention to black people being killed.
It wasn't the first time. Because it was a big movement when Mike Brown happened. I remember I was in Toronto.
No, I mean in our generation. I mean that everybody paid attention. A lot of people.
Everybody paid attention during Mike Brown.
Not as many people.
The same day it happened, it was headline news in Toronto. That's how I knew it was big. Because Toronto, I mean, they played the middle, but Toronto was on it heavy.
It was all snowball effect, one into the other too. Yeah,
but no, I'm saying specifically this for me, George Floyd was the biggest thing that I've ever seen. Like when I seen white women at the front of a protest or
that
anything
part,
like
yes.
that and stuff like that. That was the biggest thing I've ever seen, like worldwide. Like people in other countries were actually protesting. That's what I
feel
mean.
like
On
that was
that
the
scale,
biggest
on that
movement,
scale.
and it was because, like you say, because of the quarantine, that more people had the ability to go out and protest because they didn't have to be at work. They didn't have the constraints of work and a daily schedule and all of that they had to abide to because they were at home. They weren't doing anything anyway. This is worldwide news. So now I'm not in support of what happened.
They have to pay. I'm saying we had to put a light on it. Like it was a big scope on it. It's because like you ain't got shit else to do. We have to pay attention now because you can't go outside or you can't do this.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying when it comes to government and like technology and how it's affecting us. If they did want to shut it down, which they're not because corporate America owns that too. But I'm just saying it's very possible.
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely be something like with them shut down the satellites because they would still need access to it to like talk to each other across the country, so they couldn't shut it down completely. And if they didn't shut it down completely, then I guarantee there's going to be a black web. There's going to be a dark web somewhere.
There already is.
Yeah, I mean, but one
like
that's more accessible to like normal people to be able to do that. You're just going to be hella crimes that go associated with it. But that's a whole nother episode because then it would be damn in the night. You really fucking scary.
Too scary. You have a really tiny nose.
I'm glad you finally.
It's so small.
I'm glad you finally seen me for who I truly am.
I just saw your nose was tiny.
You studying me.
How you get? Can you sniff?
You got like a long nose, and I got like a small nose, and our babies.
Gigantic. That's what I was seeing. I was just like, man.
Our babies don't have a normal size nose.
It's gonna be a perfect medium.
A perfect medium. Like how you got a big head, I got a small head. Like
It's gonna be interesting.
You can
It's gonna be interesting.
Close your nose with like one finger.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank our special guest, Ketra Long, for coming through and hanging out with us.
Hey, thank y'all for
you
having
want
me.
to drop all your socials where people can find you and all
At
that?
Ketra Long on Facebook and Instagram and most
nose.
stuff at KetraLong.com and officially Ketra on Twitter and whatever TikTok. I think I'm Ketra Long on TikTok. Yeah.
At Cat Sniff.
You can't miss it, ladies and gentlemen.
At Ketra Long, Ketra-Long on Venmo.
Well, there you go.
I just want to drop a Venmo is sociable for
just be there with it.
Big sniffer.
As always, I'm Tahir Moore.
Patrick Cloud.
We'll see y'all on another episode of Damn Internet. You scary.
Hey.
Y'all this thing.